large storage business is booming in Germany, in Europe and worldwide. But what seems to be very simple, installing storage containers, might be difficult and complicated. Now we learn how important it is to have experienced partners in this business. Hello, Mr. Hirholz. I'm here at the booth of Rolls-Royce. We're talking about large storage business. How do you collect experience in this field? What kind of experience do you have with Rolls-Royce in project management?
First of all, welcome back. Glad we see each other again this year. Our experience, I think we have a tremendous experience in that field. I mean, what we really deliver to our customers are tailored turnkey solutions with access to top-tier hardware suppliers, our own proprietary energy management system, MTU Energetic, and then, of course, 110 years of experience in the power generation field with our conventional diesel and gas systems. We have a lot to offer and really support our customers, from breaking ground to full power, as we say.
So large storage is not the same as home storage. So which functionalities do you have to give to your companies, or what do they expect?
I mean, the expectations, of course, always depend a little bit on the customer, on the operator. What are they using the system for? I mean, we see a lot of different business models in that space, whether that's energy arbitrage, so classic energy trading. I buy energy to a lower price, sell it to a higher price. Then classic grid services, ancillary services, where I offer frequency regulation with my system, but also the more traditional integration of renewables into the grid. So all of those have quite an impact of the desired functionality, but we accommodate all of them.
So it's a multifunctional business case.
Exactly, and the more flexible, the better, because ultimately the goal is to what we call create value stacking. So meaning stack those different business models on top of each other. Exactly. So that makes then ultimately the business case very lucrative if I can draw from different value pools.
So, okay, understand. You offer turnkey solutions. So you give the key to your customer and that's it? The project is over?
I wish it was that nice.
that easy, yeah.
No, in
but
fact,
it's not.
It's not. In fact, we stay with the customer the whole life cycle of the product. So really, of course, from breaking the ground to ultimately end of life of the system. On that way, we do a lot to support the customer, whether that is providing availability guarantees, capacity guarantees. In order to offer that, we use tools for ourselves like our remote monitoring center that we have established up in Berlin, or also intelligent battery analytics that we host on our automation platform to use intelligent algorithms to further optimize the system and prolong the lifetime of the system.
A big thing is cybersecurity. You mentioned a lot of data. So how important is this in your philosophy for the customers?
I mean, very, very important. As they say, data is the new gold. And of course, it also has a high security aspect, especially now with acts like the Cyber Resilience Act in the EU taking effect. So it's very important for our customers. And one of our key USPs also that we have this proprietary in Europe developed automation solution. So we emphasize that a lot. And with multiple security layers that we have, we can really guarantee that there is no risk of a foreign entity of concern accessing critical infrastructure or the customer side.
To make business more difficult, you are acting in Europe in many countries. So the regulations are not the same. So which are the most important markets in Europe for you?
The most important, I mean, obviously the DACH region, being our home turf, is quite important to us, but also
so Germany speaking.
Exactly, Germany, Austria, Switzerland.
Yeah.
But then also the Netherlands, Italy, quite an interesting market now with the Maxe auction coming up the first time in September.
Okay.
But also the Eastern European market, so Poland, Romania, we see a lot of activity. We recently won a large project in Latvia, where once again...
That's in the Baltics.
Exactly, where we really once again won due to our cybersecurity and automation capabilities.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunity in the EMEA region.
Because they are far ahead in Latvia, because they have some trouble with the Russians and...
Yes, I mean,
they are front runner in cybersecurity, aren't they?
Exactly, and also, with rising geopolitical tensions, you of course want to be more independent, want to be energy independent, and what better system to use for that than a large-scale BESS system.
Do you have one project, one really hard project to tell us?
I think a really interesting project that we have recently worked on and successfully won was a large-scale project in Turkey. It was 132 megawatt hours
that's huge.
For the integration of wind. In fact, it's the largest project so far that has been won in Turkey. And what was interesting that we worked really closely together with our customer Polar Energy to secure the financing through a Euler Hermes export financing to ultimately realize the project. And I think that was a first off, specifically in that market, and a big success for both of us.
Thank you very much. I hope you have good business here at the Intersolar and ES here in Munich. If you want to learn more about the offer of Rolls-Royce and MTU solutions, please refer to the website.